occurrence in your life?
I'm honored to be on planet Earth. I really am. I love it here. I don't know what Mars is like or other places, but I was about 8 years old, and I had a sister who was deaf and autistic. So everywhere I went around town, I had to take her with me. And in the middle of me being the singer in my father's minstrel show, John, can you pick to this and make it sound very visceral? Yeah, important. What an honor to have this guy, Johnny Nova, from the Waymar Home for the Criminally Insane, ladies and gentlemen. Some great music this man makes. But I was a little boy. My father had a traveling minstrel show. It was called The American Young, and we blackfaced until 1969, I'll say, which today, of course, would be politically incorrect. In fact, it was a celebration of culture. When I read Mark Twain's autobiography, I cried when I realized my father had given us all these songs from the 1840s, 1850s. There was a man from Factoryville named Stephen Foster who had written a lot of these songs, sold them all for $100. And I grew up with this need to share, to listen. And my sister Kelly got sick of me talking all the time, and she would say, quiet, listen to the butterflies sing. And I tried hard, did a couple of hits, LSD, I just couldn't hear. I began to hear butterflies sing. I began to hear and see things other people maybe saw but didn't want to see. So on the bitty basketball court with Malcolm McGregor, I often got caught staring at the floor because I was seeing and hearing things. On the baseball field up at Greenridge, the Rosses laughed at me because I was staring at the grass. But I was writing it down, and 40 years later, it's 300 journals, 7 million words, poetry, songs, and never did I think I would make a living doing it and be able to share it with you. And this is important. Not me, this place. It's important that we support creative music. What Maria's doing here is fabulous. Thank you, Maria. 15 years ago, my friend Rob Lettieri opened his home up at 1610 Wyoming for people to come and play their own music and leave cell phones outside and sit and actually listen. Imagine what that means now. Thank you, Rob Lettieri. And my friend from Uzbekistan, Ras, is here. If you need an 18-wheeler, Russ has one parked outside. But I went to prep, University of Scranton, played sports, wrestled, and got this Fulbright to Thailand. And a woman warned me when I got my Fulbright, some people stay here, and I laughed and said, I have a big family. I'm important in America. I'm not staying here. And about 2 months ago, I received a beautiful award from the UN, and she gave it to me. And she looked at me and laughed and said, are you leaving yet? And I said, maybe not soon. So I was about 12, and my parents had brought all these people into our lives, Jerry Trapper, Jeff Lang, so many people that would add color and make me want to reach for different musics and different sports. And because there was black and white, Hispanic, deaf, autistic, blind, I didn't know differences in human beings. I really didn't. And to think my parents gave us this, my God, what a gift. And in my work in Thailand, Jerry turned to me at a festival last year in Thailand, 30 countries on stage, you know, everybody playing together, and he laughed and he had tears in his eyes and he said, this is the Lavelle house on steroids. That's all this is. So I want to thank Jerry, Chris Spiker for being here. He didn't know he'd have to film the show. Thank you, Chris. But when I was 12, my brother Jeff sat me down and he said, I want you to listen to this song. A guy named Gordon Lightfoot wrote it. He's from Canada. And real simple, he was asking his son to just sit down and tell him where he's been. Because as people travel, they're not the same anymore. And this song inspired this evening. I said, Maria, why don't we just have a night where people share where they've been? And the last year has been tremendous for me and our company. Not a lot of money, but a lot of work, a lot of creativity with people from 30, 40 countries. So I want to thank Gordon Lightfoot for writing this, and the lyrics kind of say just that. Sit down, young stranger. You all right, Johnny? Jerry, can you turn this up a little bit for me? I'm standing at the doorway, my head down in my hands, not knowing where to sit, not knowing where to stand. My father looms above me, for him there is no rest. My mother's arms enfold me and hold me to her breast. They say you've been out wandering, they say you've traveled far. Sit down, young stranger, and tell us who you are. The room is all gone misty, my thoughts are all in spin. Sit down, young stranger, tell us where you've been. Well, I've been out to the mountains, I walked down by the sea. I never questioned no one, and no one questioned me. My love was given freely, and oft times it was returned. I never came to borrow, I only came to learn. Sometimes it did get lonely, but it taught me how to cry. And the laughter came easy for life to pass me by. I never had a dollar that I didn't earn with pride, 'cause I had a million daydreams to keep me satisfied. My mother's eyes grow misty, there's a trembling in her hand. Sit down, young stranger, I do not understand. And will you try and tell us you've been too long at school, that knowledge is not needed, that it does not rule? The answer is not easy, for souls are not reborn. To wear the crown of peace, you must wear the crown of thorns. If Jesus had a reason, I'm sure he would not tell. They treated him so badly, how could he wish them well? The parlor now is empty, my thoughts are all consumed. My father has departed, my mother's gone to pray. There's rockets in the meadow, ships out on the sea. The answer's in the forest, carved upon a tree. John loves Mary, does anyone love me?